welcome back to episode 5 of 5 at Your Perspective. It's been a minute. I apologize for that. But today we got some crazy stuff to talk about. Super interesting. You guys just gotta listen. But obviously, thank you for the support from episodes 1 through 4. We've been getting so many streams and so many listeners. Thank you for the advice from you guys, the requests, the suggestions on what to talk about. I greatly appreciate it. But let's get right into this episode, man. Wayfair. Okay, if you don't know what Wayfair is, it's a online retailer, kind of like Amazon, but people can't put their own stuff on it. So it's like furniture, home decor, stuff for your house, outside, and it's the stuff on there is fairly nice, and for a fairly good price if you're looking for affordable furniture. But recently, it started on a subreddit, um, that like exposes conspiracy theories and recently progressed to like Twitter and TikTok, but they're being investigated and looked into for human trafficking. And before I run this down for you, Wayfair saying it's false, they're denying all the claims. And I don't think such a big company would do all this, but the facts like the evidence on Twitter and stuff is so deceit. Like, if you didn't know anything about how big companies work and stuff, you may think Wayfair is just straight a human trafficking website. So recently they've been selling like $15,000 like regular file cabinets, metal file cabinets you find at like your high school and stuff, and a $10,000 pillow with like a simple design on it. A $10,000 pillow, like a regular pillow. $10,000. And what's so crazy about all of this is there's certain names for each product. And I'm not gonna say the names right now because I'm not trying to get into all that, but you can easily find this online. And the names of those products are names of people who were kidnapped last year or this year and they were never found. It's still an open case for them to be found. And the crazy thing is, for example, like the file cabinets, for like 13,500 and 14,000, and you may say, oh, they may be good quality, but they were the same exact picture of the file cabinet, the same exact angle and everything. It was literally copy and paste, but different prices and different names. And both of those names were names of people who got kidnapped like last year. And with the pillow, it was a $10,000 pillow, and the name was a girl. The name was the name of a person who I think was a girl. I didn't get that deep into it, but I looked at the name, and sh that person was kidnapped last year. And it's just crazy how, if you look at it, it literally looks like a human trafficking ring. And honestly, like one would say, why would such a big company like Wayfair, who has exploded after quarantine because so much traffic has gone to their website, why would a big company risk it all? You know, the CEO, everyone that works in that ring would just get put in jail. But big companies like this, they can cover up this stuff so easily. You know, um, they have their own people to do stuff. They can do stuff by themselves and they don't need other people to do that for them. So if this, let's say people who think this ring is real, they think the ring is real because Wayfair is such a big company, they can cover it up. And the evidence is just so crazy. When I saw it for the first time, like, I was just blown away because I sleep and I have furniture from Wayfair. It's a nice website. Like, they got some really nice stuff. But if this were true, that's it literally, like, it's crazy to think about how the evidence, how everything connects together. Because I know you wouldn't buy a $13,500 filing cabinet off of Wayfair for like a regular metal filing cabinet. And it's like high school kids, if you're listening to it, it's those file cabinets in like teacher classrooms and stuff. And if they were $13,500, all our schools would be broke, right? So, and Wayfair, it's been known that Wayfair has been deleting the videos and photos that expose them, that show stuff like this. And obviously, like, Wayfair might be deleting it because let's say they say it's false and it's just hurting their reputation. But what if Wayfair's deleting it because it's true? Who knows? This is just so crazy to think about. And they're like stock has fell. People has just been losing money, stockholders, and if I think about it, there's a good chance this could be a like this could happen. There's a good probability that this is real. But there's also a really big probability that all of this has just been taken in the wrong direction and all of it's a coincidence. But people still need to realize that human trafficking rings still do exist even in the modern times of the world today. There's so many kids, so many adults who are being taken into human trafficking, different rings across the world, and obviously it's such a bad thing. Um, and if we move on a little from this topic, well, I'm gonna get back to it, but the human trafficking hotline is 888-373-7888. Um, Definitely call that if you know of anything, if you're suspicious of anything, or if you think you may even be in one. I know, as crazy as that sounds, but that's the hotline again. But overall, this Wayfair stuff, it's just crazy, man. You can go on Twitter. I know there's TikTok videos about it, but like it gives you chills the first time you watch it. I was just like blown away when I first, and I didn't know this was a big thing because recently it pretty much emerged like last night. But I know the subreddit has been talking about it for some time. But Wayfair stock dropped last night, everything else about that. And I just like bottom line about this is you guys got to be careful, don't participate in the wrong stuff, get involved with the wrong people because stuff like this does happen and as crazy as it sounds, if there's still some private investigations going on for Wayfair and if the conclusion comes out to what we don't want it to be, which is it's true, it just shows you how even such a big company and stuff that people trust all the time to have in their house is involved in all this. But let's go on to a happier mood, bro. This vibe is just like daunting. But also, you know, talking about Juice WRLD, the vibe is all not happy, but you know, his post first album after he died was crazy. Legends Never Die, man. Crazy good album. In my opinion, rated like 7.57. Not obviously I said crazy good, but um, 8 out of 10, somewhere in that range. Because just talking in Juice WRLD terms, he has better songs, but his label and his DJ have said they have over 200 unreleased songs that in the future, they expect more albums. And, songs like Blood on My Jeans, Hate the Other Side were just crazy good. Marshmello killed almost all the songs. All the songs. He didn't kill almost. He killed all of the songs that him and Juice collabed on. Juice got Polo G and the Kid Leroy on a track. Get Kid Leroy, the next big thing, who me and my friends talked about that in our second episode of my podcast, and obviously it's Juice WRLD overall is like super influential. Um, Definitely was a sad mood listening to him, but also I was quite happy because like it was like we're still with him, we still connect with him even though he has passed away, and some people even said there's some rumors that there's a document documentary documentary of Juice WRLD in the future. And if that comes out, that's just gonna be crazy, man. Like a documentary about Juice WRLD, about such an influential figure in so many people's life. I know I'm gonna watch that for sure if it comes out. Obviously, there's a lot of time for that. And you know, by the way, this podcast has almost turned into like a music review rating podcast, which I'm okay about, you know? Like there's some good music coming out right now, and that's pretty fun to talk about. And however, you know, Juice was dealing with some stuff before he passed away. And another hotline for you guys, the addiction hotline, the crisis hotline is 1-800-662-HELP, or help is 4357. So 1-800-662-4357. You know, call that again if you're dealing with this, if you think you're dealing with this, if you know someone that's dealing with it. Any call makes a change, you know. But other than that, music terms, I'm excited for the stuff. You know, rappers are going back to record labels, to studios to get stuff done. Drake is hopefully dropping another album soon. You know, people say he's dropping another soon, but the album I'm waiting for is the Kid Leroy. He's like 16, 17, and he has such crazy good songs. Yeah, he's making places for sure. But other than that, JCPS kids, if you made it this far, if you're listening, school starts August 25th as of now. 90%, 98% August 25th. But you know, obviously there's a lot of factors still. Kentucky has been reporting some of its highest cases of coronavirus ever last week in a day, or the second highest, excuse me, the second highest cases like last week. Uh, Going back to school could not be a possibility even for this fall semester, looking how things are, you know, not getting better. But, you know, everyone stay safe. If you made it this far into the podcast, you know, I cannot thank you enough. Hopefully, you know, as time is clearing up, we get more episodes out. People who want to collab, who want to be on the podcast, just text me, man. I'm looking for as many people I can get. And I just want to say, stay safe. Wayfair, man, just sheesh. Stay safe. Wayfair, obviously, this whole kidnapping thing. And if you haven't streamed Juice WRLD yet, you should go stream it, man. It's such a good album. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Long live Juice WRLD. And I just want to say thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in episode 6 of Our Two Perspective soon. Peace.